we adopted an emoji. You probably know what an emoji is. It's those little picture things that you can add to your text messages. One thing you may or may not know about emojis is that there's a standard list of them. The list of emojis is updated and maintained by this nonprofit called the Unicode Consortium, which is based in Silicon Valley. That's not the main job of the Unicode Consortium to maintain emojis, but it does maintain what's called the Unicode standard. The Unicode standard is a universal system that is used to encode text, characters, and emojis so that devices like cell phones, iPads, etc., computers all have like this standard set of like letters and characters and emojis. They manage standards for internationalization and they add new characters. And I learned from a quick Google search after I had adopted this emoji that they also work to preserve linguistic heritage. The Unicode Consortium is a nonprofit supported by major tech companies, by software producers, universities, and government agencies, along with individual members who contribute expertise. And now we are one of their donors, I guess you could say. If you go to the Unicode website, you can read about the Adopt an Emoji. Hold on, called Adopt a Character. So this is the Unicode Adopt a Character website. So there's gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and bronze sponsors. We're a bronze sponsor. Ooh, that would be a good emoji to sponsor. We sponsored the Sparkles emoji. There are no current sponsors of the Sparkles emoji, and our name isn't listed there because it hasn't gotten updated yet. Adopt now. Okay, so gold, $5,000. Silver, $1,000. Bronze, $100. So we did sparkles. So I have to find the sparkle emoji and put it on here. So that's the digital badge we're going to receive. So I paid $100. It was something that I wanted to do for quite some time. Let's go to my LinkedIn. So in case you're wondering what my LinkedIn looks like from my side, it looks like this. The tagline is helping science and technology sparkle. And then it has this emoji. So for a while, I was like really wanting to adopt an emoji, especially because of this idea of like helping science and technology sparkle. The reason I was talking about science and technology sparkling is because I like glitter and being really dramatic with glitter, like using sparkles in my eye looks. This is two-faced, by the way. Sometimes the detriment of others that do not enjoy such glitzy drama. And I also really love sequins, which also sparkle. And the reason I had the tagline include sparkling, making science and technology sparkle, is because sparkly things demand attention. And I find that really fun. After I adopted this emoji on behalf of Fancy Comma, I suddenly got hit with like this pang of buyer's remorse. I was like, oh, crud. What if this emoji is actually associated with something like really terrible that I didn't know about? So then I Googled it. Actually, I asked Google, what is the significance of the sparkles emoji? And it actually like came up with like a real answer, which I was really surprised. Google was like, the sparkles emoji signifies excitement, magic, beauty, positivity, and something special or new, often used for emphasis, cleanliness, or to note, I didn't realize this, but it also does this, to denote AI features in tech. Like, you know, if they say like there's like a high tech thing and then they add the little sparkle after it. So before I say more about that, I also wanted to say that when I looked up the sparkles emoji on Wikipedia, it said, this is a direct quote from Wikipedia, in September 2021, the sparkles emoji overtook the pleading face emoji, which is like the little smiley face with big eyes that's like, love me, to become the third most used emoji in the world, according to Emojipedia. with approximately 1% of all tweets containing the sparkles emoji. I feel like I use the sparkles emoji way more often than the average person. Anyways, as AI started becoming popular, different companies started using the sparkles emoji to represent artificial intelligence. Wikipedia has this like timeline of companies that use this emoji, and it included OpenAI, which is the nonprofit that is dedicated to developing AI. That's really famous now since it created ChatGPT. Anyway, OpenAI, Samsung, Microsoft, Adobe, Spotify, Zoom, and also Google use the sparkles emoji to denote AI. Kind of like, look at our new thing. It's magic. Sparkles emoji, glitter everywhere. Oh, look at I meant to show you my cool, cute MIT hoodie. Okay. So anyway, Google, so the Google Gemini, I guess it removed one of the smaller stars from the emoji. The Gemini icon only has one star. It's kind of like a diamond with the little sides kind of like carved out. But apparently a marketing company tested people and asked them, like, when you see this emoji by itself, what do you, just the star emoji? Because the sparkles emoji is one big star, and then it's one little star, and then another little star. So yeah, so the Gemini icon is just the big star. So then it's like, is that really a copyright infringement? No, it's like a different star. But yeah, but apparently people associate just that single star with like favoriting stuff or saving an item. I associate the five-pointed star with saving an item. Like here in Google Chrome, you can star something to save it. But anyway, one reason I became the bronze sponsor of the sparkles emoji is because, or Fancy Comma did, not me personally, because Fancy Comma is like if you added a sparkle to AI, because we use everything to help our clients. We can use AI to solve tough challenges. We can communicate strategically. This is my favorite use case of AI, by the way. If there's something and there's already a lot of words written about it, you can use AI to search that, like documentation. That's actually a trick I learned working on a technical writing project. My client was like, hey, can you use AI to comb through this documentation we have and write something? And I was like, yeah. And I was surprised at how well it worked. I mean, you have to go and check and make sure that it said the right thing, but it can definitely like point you in the right direction to like different pages. Fancy Comma has 5 years of blogs, so that's another place where you can use AI. So yeah, we help science sparkle. So what does it mean to help make science sparkle? It means to make science command attention, because things that sparkle are like really attention grabbing and pretty and elegant, and you always want to look at sparkly things because actually our brain is attuned to motion. So if you see something that's moving, that automatically like primes your brain. The glitter of a sparkle does kind of have that movement that kind of gets your attention. And science doesn't always grab your attention. It's not glamorous. It often is very complex, but it is evidence-based. Anyone can adopt an emoji on the Unicode Consortium website, and the money goes toward like the mission of the Unicode Consortium, to maintain these international standards for emojis and characters and letters. And I also wanted to mention that Fancy Comma, we aspire to be like the Unicode Consortium in terms of being a highly technical enterprise with an outsized social impact. Probably if you go out on the street and you ask like someone, have you ever heard of the Unicode Consortium? They probably will say, what's that? But if you ask them, have you heard of emojis? They'd be like, oh yeah, those are really cool. I always send them to my friends. I'm obsessed with them. Everyone uses emojis and they have a huge social impact. And so that makes them really important. And that's that's only one part of what the Unicode Consortium does. That's how we came to adopt an emoji. And now every time I see the sparkles emoji, I'll be like, that's the emoji we adopted. I'm so excited. I really love that emoji. And I really love that I can sponsor that emoji. There's actually like a bunch of other cool sponsors for different emojis. Like the Ford Motor Company adopted the truck emoji. MIT's Simmons Hall adopted the sponge emoji because Simmons at MIT looks like a sponge. There's a bunch of other cool ones too. I love communicating in many different ways. Sparkles are fun. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently. I really scare people with how much I love glitter sometimes, but that's okay. I just love sparkles and glitter, and that's totally fine and totally amazing. So that's how we came to have adopted the sparkles emoji. Feel free to adopt your own emoji. It's kind of expensive, but if you become a bronze sponsor, it's only $100. But yeah, thanks for watching. I can't wait to share more about what we're doing this year. We have a lot of exciting things happening. Make sure to subscribe, like this video if you like sparkles and or emojis. Share it with your friends that might want to learn about the Unicode Consortium and how they standardize emojis. Thanks for watching.